It's January 9th, 2022. I'm doing some paper, like grounding in the reality that might not exist on a television, but in the field as well. Um, I ran past last week um, the local free newspaper, and it said, which is called Bayside Times, and it said, it's a, I think, Web of Lies. Now it has up this week, as I ran past, it says new destination with a question mark, and it's Bayside Times. Now, what's interesting is it's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's holding up, it says locals on board as Shaquille O'Neal's big chicken restaurant chain eyes expansion to Bayside. Now, there's a hot but topic word, locals on board. What board? Is it really a board? Or are they just one of those colloquial like sayings in the area of like, we're on board, like we're with you either way? Again, I don't have direct contact with the asymmetricals. I don't necessarily. I mean, I'm this cosmic symmetry here, but then I look on this one and it says lion around. And this is the courier. And I believe they're speaking about him. They're all talking around him, but he's right there. Um, it says where to go and what to do in Queens. So there's that. Then I looked at something that came in the U.S. Postal Service, being a mailing that it came to Linda, my mother, and it's from VFW. So I'm like, there's the symbol of the beginning, the V. And then there's the F, which again, I gotta be careful with that one, but that seems steady on what they refer in this area for one section of, again, like if there's whatever on that, and then a W. It says Veterans of Foreign Wars. Now it has up here a corgi, and it calls itself a Pembroke Welsh corgi, and it says everything I know I learned from dogs. It says it right there. And the quote comes from somebody called Nora Roberts. No idea who that is. And it says on the calendar, never forget, America's nearly 82,000 missing in action include 72,340 from World War II, 7,544 from Korea, 1,584 from the Vietnam War, 126 from the Cold War, 1 from Operation El Dorado Canyon, 2 from Operation Desert Storm, and 3 Defense Department contract civilians from Operation Iraqi Freedom. It says contact your U.S. senators and representatives to remind them to fully support and fund POW MIA accounting mission until every missing American has been returned home. That's one level of overstated understanding. I'm not quite sure. With numbers and calculatable whatever. But again, I don't know if that's part of the asymmetrical calculation and formula in computation, or if that includes the symmetrical. I'm not clear at this point. I don't have like that confidence to like whatever. Um and then so there's that. So there's the tangible, what are they talking about in headlines? There's the what are they mailing in? Then there's the and I'm in this space at the moment for where I arrived in 1978 when I first went to when we moved to the Glen. That's when they brought that one out. And then up until we went to the Glen, I had not seen any form of flags necessarily. I don't know at that point if they had the Smithtown 4th of July's going on with the family that we used to go see out there with one of Lewis's friends. So I'm going to pause this because on the TV, they put out today Sliwa and Mayor Adams. They were talking about some feral cats since that corgi technically is like an across the pond favorite breed, or so I've seen referenced. Not sure what the favorite breed is. I mean, I know what my favorite is, but I would have to speak to Alexander before knowing really what. Again, I wouldn't choose without speaking to Alexander since it is his future. And I wouldn't want to imprint wrong. So, anyhow, so they mentioned today, though, about cats in New York City. They were speaking, in fact, on feral cats. Just like a brief, like, what is that all about? It sounds like cleanup on aisle 7. I'm not quite sure. So it happened on Eyewitness News this morning.
At the start of the pandemic. Mayor Eric Adams says he no longer wants his former political rival to help him deal with that rat problem at his home in Brooklyn. Former mayoral candidate Curtis Sliwa says the mayor told him Friday he doesn't want him to bring those 2 feral cats to his property in Brooklyn. Sliwa says the cats would help control the rodent population. He says he will stay off Adams' property and instead ask a neighbor to.
And this is Safety Patrol. It says Guardians, Safety Patrol. It says Angels. It has the what they refer to as the third eye or the Masonic eye with 2 wings on it. And of course, it's a very red color. So I am just noticing some facts about the symbols. And it happened this morning early on ABC Channel 7.
To look after the cats. Okay, 6:54.
And they were carrying this caged cat, the 2 guardians from the Angels. And I don't, again, the cleanup on aisle 7, it's a big supermarket. I am not sure. But I know I had big message this morning with whatever's going on televised, I don't know, on remote viewing, I suppose. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza, it's Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken, and it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.